Israeli settlers have repeatedly blocked aid trucks from entering Gaza, but now they've gone one step further. Far-right Israeli extremists, many of them just teenagers, have destroyed aid destined for the starving civilians of northern Gaza. The convoy of aid trucks was attacked on Monday afternoon at a checkpoint west of Hebron in the occupied West Bank. Protesters blocked the convoy before climbing onto the 9 trucks and tipping towers of boxes and aid parcels into the road. The group behind the attacks is called Svav 9, and it's made up of settlers, hostage family members, and military reservists. But it wasn't just adults taking part. Children wielding Israeli flags got involved too, jumping on packages while being cheered on by their parents. After the attack, piles of aid were left strewn across the road, forcing some drivers to dig their trucks out of heaps of spilled sugar and other goods. The settlers also reportedly poured sugar into the fuel tanks of other aid vehicles, stopping them from continuing their journeys to Gaza. One of the lorries carrying humanitarian aid was even set on fire, with the local fire service struggling to contain the blaze into the night. The group behind the attack say they won't allow aid to enter Gaza until the hostages are released. That's, of course, collective punishment of the civilian population. And according to witnesses, it appeared to have the endorsement of Israel's security services. A human rights activist, Sapir Slotzka, saw the attack and told Israel's Net News this. The entire time, a very small number of border police were on hand, but did nothing to stop the destruction. Even when human rights activists who asked them to help were threatened by knife-bearing settlers. Even though the incident began in the morning hours, the troops did not call for reinforcement or attempt to block the settlers, some of whom were minors and some armed. We talk about Israel in a way which we compare it to apartheid South Africa. That's the kind of thing that was very common in apartheid South Africa. Just lawless, a lawless supremacist society. Just 4 people were arrested after that attack, with one of them being a minor. So far, no Israeli government official appears to have condemned the assault on the aid trucks. Speaking to reporters, US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said this.
It is a total outrage that there are people who are attacking and looting these convoys coming from Jordan, going to Gaza to deliver humanitarian assistance. We are looking at the tools that we have to respond to this, and we are also raising our concerns at the highest level of the Israeli government, and it's something that we make no bones about. This is completely and utterly unacceptable behavior.
Britain's Foreign Secretary David Cameron also condemned the looting, saying this. Attacks by extremists on aid convoys en route to Gaza are appalling. Gazans are at risk of famine and in desperate need of supplies. Israel must hold attackers to account and do more to allow aid in. I will be raising my concerns with the Israeli government. Look, David Cameron can't even hold Israel to account for the death, the killing of 3 UK nationals. What the hell is he going to do for Gazans starving and having aid blocked from entering the strip? Not very much, I suspect, but really, like I say, disgusting scenes, and I think really emblematic of a supremacist culture. We talk about this a lot. Supremacism, racial supremacism, ethnic supremacism. That's what it looks like. Children dying, starving to death, and nearby, extremist fanatics stopping the food from getting there, actually setting some of the trucks on fire. That is supremacism.